What kind of a whiskey blind did my wife conjure up this time? Let's find out. What is going on, everybody? Nathan here with the Everyday Drinker, bringing us a brand new video. Today is a fun one, and I can't wait to get into this blind because, as we already said, my wife has poured these 5 bottles of whiskeys in their respective glasses. I gave her absolutely no rules or parameters about it. Told her, go on the shelves, get yourself some 5 bottles and pour them in these glasses. That it could be high proof, low proof, high age, low age. We've got no idea, but the respective glasses and letters have that in this answer key here, and we'll find out what each one of these are by the end of this video. Make sure you guys drop that like, smash that subscribe button. We're on the road to 15,000 subscribers. Leave a comment down below. Lets me know you enjoy this content, and if you think any of these respective whiskeys belong at where they fall. You guys will know what bottle it is as I'm drinking it, but without further ado, let's get in the glass. Letter A. Almost a really nice oak profile. It's got some heat on it. It's a very interesting nose. It's deep, it's dark, it's sweet, it's bold. It's got a lot going on in this glass. The nose is nice. It's not beautiful enough to be exquisite, but it's a really, really nice nose. Let's dive into the palate. Okay, the palate is completely different. It's got this. If this is not a Russell's, I don't know what this is. This or a turkey product. I don't have a high proof turkey product at the moment. I don't think I have a rare breed unless she dug deep and found one that I don't know about. Could be a rare breed. Could be like the Russell's Private Select or something like that. This is really, really good on the palate. It's got a really beautiful, long, sweet, bold finish that does not turn into anything like astringent. It's got some oaky presence to it. Lets me know that this has some age to it. Man, this is really, really nice on the palate. The palate on A is 10 times better than the nose. I don't, if I could just drink this and not nose it at all, I would do that. But let's dive into glass letter B here. A little spicier nose. I get apples. I get really nice apple note. There's a really soft note in here that I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like a sugary compote, kind of like a berry compote or something. Blueberries or something. There's a really nice fruity note that comes out of this glass. I really like the note. The nose on B is better than A. Let's dive into the palate. It has a little bit more of a rye aspect to it on the palate. I'm going to guess it's a rye just straight off of what that initial palate was. Because it's, whoa, that is dry. That's got this takes the entire, whatever you've got on your tongue and just evaporates it out of thin air. That is so dry, but it's really, really nice because it doesn't have any bitterness to it. Sometimes when you get a sip that dry, it has some bitter notes to it. This is sweet at that tail end and in the finish. My mouth is still absolutely drier than the Sahara Desert, but I enjoy the roller coaster ride that B gives. Let's get into C. Whoa, okay. That has a little skunky note to it. I don't know why. I'm getting some really not beautiful notes on this glass. And all of these were freshly washed, so I don't think it was the glass. I don't know if the nose, I've never smelled anything like this. I don't know. Let's get the palate. Hopefully, maybe the palate changes my initial thoughts on this glass, but this is not a pleasant nose whatsoever. Okay, definitely rye forward. It's got a lot of sweetness. It's got some boldness to it. All right, this is a true rye to what I imagine it to be because I get orange marmalade. I get a little bit of like a pine needle aspect. I get some really nice cinnamon notes, but it has a licoricey note to it. that's coming in on that back end that brings in this like really nice candy note that I really, really enjoy on this. But the nose just isn't there. I'm not enjoying the nose on this whatsoever. If I again, just like a C for me, I'm not digging the nose, but the palate is actually really, really nice. So we don't just nose our whiskeys, right? We also have to drink them. So I think that the drinkability factor of these two, minus the nose, has to say something about it. Usually we would end on Glass D, but this is going to be the second to last sip for this blind, and I'm excited to get in this one. Cheers, everybody. Lemon notes. A deeper oak presence on this. This has some nice oak qualities. This has a little bit more of a char note to it. I do get proof on this nose. Nutty notes. Kind of reminds me like a Jim Beam, but I don't know if I have any high proof Jim Beams because of that nutty note. It's nice. It's not anything, amazing. It's definitely better than A or C on the nose. Let's get in the palate. Very, very upfront on the tip of my tongue is where this whiskey hits. It attacks the tip of your tongue, and it's there, and then it's almost gone. It almost dissipates faster than you can sip it. It's got a bitter note to it that I don't know if I like. I don't know if I don't like, because sometimes you can have a bitter note that is good, and sometimes you can have a bitter note that's bad. This is kind of falling in the middle of, where I might enjoy it a little bit rather than not enjoying it. And I think I have to put this one up a little bit higher than the other ones. I'm not going to do it right now because I'm going to dive back into these in a minute. But the quality of the sip on this one, I think I really enjoy on D a lot. We've got one last one. Make sure you guys drop that like. Make sure you guys smash that subscribe button. Leave a comment down below. You guys know what all of these are. You'll see what this one is right here, right now. Let me know in the comments below where you think what you think the first place, second place, and third place are going to be out of these 5. Make sure you timestamp it before the end of the video. So let's get into letter E here. Cherry cola. Like it's got some proof too automatically. Like I'm automatically diving into like this could be a stag. It's got Buffalo Trace vibes all through and through. Wow, this nose is definitely the best out of the 5. I loved it. Wow, this nose is beautiful. It's dark, it's deep, it's complex. This nose is beautiful. It's really, really nice cherry cola vibes. Let's dive into this palette and see what this thing's got. It's oaky. It's fruity. It's dried fruits. It's got some grape qualities to it. This drink's sweet. It drinks hot. Wow, it's got a lot of burn going down. But it is good. That is the best sip, in my personal opinion, so far. That is really, really good. So this is where the fun part goes, the part that you guys don't see because it takes a little bit of time to dive into each of these and see where they fall. So I'm going to dive into these one more time, and I'll see you guys on the other side. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if I could do another sip out of these because my palate is pretty much shot. I've been sipping water in between each of these and going back and forth. And our final outcome, last place D, 4th place C, 3rd place B, 2nd place A, and 1st place is letter E. So without further ado, let's open up this answer key and see which one is which. And I'll see what these are before you guys. Well, you already know what they are, but Here we go. 3, 2, 1. In last place, we had letter D. And let's see, letter D. Elijah Craig Barrel Proof, 130.6 proof. Now, where is that one at? That's going to be the one right in front. All right, so Elijah Craig. This was, what batch is this? The B524. So this is last year's May batch. Comes in at 130.6 proof. And it's a 11-year, 2-month. The palate was good. The nose was decent. I think that the one thing that this one had that I wasn't the biggest fan of, yeah, that nutty note that was coming off of this also turned into a dry, like bittery complex that I wasn't huge and fond over. So that's why Elijah Craig got last place. It's still a good sip. Don't get me wrong. It's a really, really good sip. But these other four had something else a little bit more to them. Now, in fourth place, we had letter C. And letter C, wow, okay. 13th Colony Cask Strength. And I think I only have one 13th Colony Cask Strength. So that's got to be this one right here. The 13th Colony Southern Rye Cask Strength. This was batch 1. Comes in at 120.7 proof. And I do believe that this is 4 or 5-year-old whiskeys in that. So 13th Colony, that rye is finished with French oak after after I figured that out. Somebody had told me about that. It's a good pour. That is a really, really good pour. I think, is this the one that had that? It's true to its nature as a rye, but it doesn't have anything past that. It's not super, super deep and complex. Whereas B had a little bit more complexity to it. B is really, really good. I do believe that's a rye. So let's dive into that. B is the Old Forester Single Barrel Green. So that means it was a rye, and it's the Old Forester Single Barrel Rye. This one comes in at 128.2 proof, Warehouse K, Floor 1. So that's our third place bad boy right there with letter B. And usually we'll dive into what first place was, but we don't know what the bottles are. So second place, letter A, Russell's Reserve, 13 years old. So that's interesting because I do believe I thought that this was a turkey product from the very beginning of the video. So there you guys have it. That's my Russell's 13 pick. We're almost out of this, or not pick, but bottle. We're almost out of that bottle. I might need to pick up another one here very, very shortly. But nonetheless, incredible sip. Really nice notes all from the beginning of the sip all the way to the end. Absolutely delicious pour. But in first place, we had letter E. And letter E, Old Forester Single Barrel Blue. And I've only got one of those, and that's the Circle Liquor pick. Look, Circle Liquors and Summers Point. This is coming in at 128.5. How close are these two? Are these close? 128.2 proof, 128.5 proof. So pretty darn close. Warehouse J, Floor 1. Warehouse K, Floor 1. So if these warehouses are close, they're both darn good warehouses and low floor. In my personal opinion, Old Forester's definitely a way to go. As you guys can see, that was the answer key with everything written down there for you guys to see. Is this how I expected this to fall? Probably not. I didn't think that the Old Forester Blue was, after looking at these, would come in first place. I really did think that the Old Forester Rye was a better pour. I don't think I've ever blinded these two side by side. But knowing that the Russell's 13 does outweigh some other heavy hitters with, what is the proof of this? This is 114.8 proof. So it's the lowest proof out of the 5 on the bar. It's the highest age. So I don't know. I guess you might be able to say age does mean a little bit more than proof, but nonetheless, this was an absolute delicious blind. Make sure you guys drop that like, smash that subscribe button, and let me know down in the comments below if you enjoyed this one or if you didn't. Till next time, this has been Nathan with The Everyday Drinker. Cheers.